Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at headlines from our city, our state, our country. We take a look at your comments and suggestions, your ideas. We combine it all so we can all have a most amazing, well-connected, well-grounded life here in Puerto Vallarta as a community of English-speaking locals. It is always a pleasure to get together with you. And I will say up front, compared to yesterday, today's broadcast is going to be a dud. There is just not that much going on. No, we do have some news that we want to share today. Today is October 14. It is a Thursday. And as always, if you are new to the broadcast, we welcome everybody or anybody that feels inclined to just hang out with us and be part of the community. So if you are new, please let us know. That way, we can say hello, and you can let us know by writing the word new in your comment. And also, of course, if you have something truly important that you wish to bring up or you wish for us to comment on, it helps a great deal if you add the letter Q at the beginning of your comment. That way we'll be able to tell it apart from just general chit-chat that tends to go on during the broadcast. So this is what we do. This is what we are. And Janet says, loved yesterday's program. Well, it'll be difficult to raise that bar, Janet, but we'll just have to keep coming up with good ideas to stay connected more than anything else. I mean, ultimately, I hope that, what we shared yesterday, the video of San Sebastian, will actually encourage you to go and check it out on your own, which is ultimately what we try to do here at Coffee and Headlines, to broaden our comfort level so we can try new and exciting things as we move forward. So we might as well do that, move forward and see what's going on today. Today we have airline news, we have church news, we have, oh, poor Eugenio Derbez, he's having a bad week, and I'm going to explain that in a second. And we have great news for opera lovers, and you know what those are. But we'll get to that in a second. Let me just click on the button that says headlines so we can get on with the show. Boom. Good news. Airline passenger arrival is on the rise here in Puerto Vallarta. According to Grupo Aeroportuario del Pacífico, this is the company that manages our airport and several other airports in the region. This past month, in September, Puerto Vallarta welcomed 259,400 passengers. That's a ton of people. This is 70% more than September of last year. And this is not bad considering that the month of September, despite being Mexico's Independence Month, has not been a very good month for passenger arrivals historically. So it's nice to see that many people are just looking forward to spending time here and making reservations and so forth and so on. Now, as we mentioned a couple of days ago, the Church of Guadalupe is celebrating its 100th anniversary. And now we know that church authorities have officially announced a Jubilee year, which I'm not entirely sure what that means, but all we know is that they kicked off the celebration with a visit from Bishop Luis Artemio Flores Calzada from Tepic. He is the bishop that leads the diocese that Puerto Vallarta is a part of. And he was here to inaugurate the first exhibition hall of a new parish museum located next to the Guadalupe Church. And it's featuring a collective exhibition of works created by local artists to commemorate the anniversary, including works by several renowned local artists such as Ada Colorina, Francisco San Miguel, and Roberto Bermejo. I don't know how long the exhibition is going to be there, but there you have it. If you find yourselves close to the Church of Guadalupe sometime in the near future, you may want to check this out just to see what the exhibition is like. And of course, next time we're in town, we'll make it a point to stop by and check out this brand new museum. This is about the Institute of Culture. Puerto Vallarta's Institute of Culture is no longer, apparently. With the arrival of a new administration to our city, the entity is being restructured to become what is now going to be called the Commission of Municipal Culture or Municipal Commission of Culture, who knows. But according to this report, some staff members from the past administration will be dismissed given the fact that they seem unwilling or unable to see eye to eye with the new administration, not to mention the fact that some folks from the past administration that worked at the Institute of Culture apparently have walked away with equipment, work-related equipment used by the municipality's Canal del Puerto or local television channel, or this is what's being alleged by this report. A quick visit to the municipality's channel on Facebook reveals that there have been no updates to the page since Thursday, September 30th, and we are reminded that the new administration began working the following day. What does this mean for us locals? Well, for starters, it is difficult for municipal projects like these to evolve and mature successfully when they are interrupted every 3 years by a new administration. And they shouldn't be. They should be planned for continuity. Unfortunately, it is quite common in Mexico, not only in Puerto Vallarta, that a new administration will come in and rather than pick up what is worth picking up from the previous administration, they'll just reinvent the wheel. And that's just the way that works. And that is very, very unfortunate. What will happen to the television channel of the city? We don't know. I don't know exactly what equipment is missing, but clearly they have not been broadcasting, and hopefully they will find a way to continue broadcasting again. Let us take a look at our weather to see what we can expect today and for this upcoming weekend. Aha, time to collect a bunch of nuts for winter, says our snarky weather. I am reminded of the fact that while walking around San Sebastian, we found ourselves standing under a walnut tree, and there were all these walnuts on the ground, and we proceeded to break them with small rocks and just got a kick out of that. The end. Anyhow, it is 26 degrees right now, feels like 29. Humidity is at 87%. Fahrenheit temperature, for those of you that do the Fahrenheit thing, is 79 degrees right now. Our weather forecast for the weekend indicates that today it'll be humid through the day with a high temperature of 32, low temperature 23. Tomorrow, Friday, rain in the evening and overnight with a high temperature of 32, low temperature of 24. And Saturday, humid through the day with a high temperature of 31, low temperature of 22. Ay, Dios mío, we are reminded of the fact that the humidity is about to break probably within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we will start noticing a sharp decline and a decline in heat, or a decrease rather in heat of our warm temperatures. Hopefully, that'll be the case sometime in the near future. Now, moving on to leisurely stuff, it's been a really bad week for Mexican actor Eugenio Derbez, pictured here on the left hand side. The actor produced and stars in Acapulco, a new TV series that we mentioned this past Saturday. Remember Rosa Mexicano and the Barceló Hotel? Well, Derbez has been a very popular fixture in Mexican culture since the 1980s due to his participation in several TV variety series. He went on to star in several Mexican feature films and crossed over to the United States in productions such as Beverly Hills Chihuahua in 2008 and Geostorm in 2017. In addition, he's lent his voice and sense of humor to the Spanish version of several popular animated films, such as The Secret Life of Pets and The Grinch. So he's a popular, well-liked guy, but then came Acapulco, a series about Acapulco filmed in Puerto Vallarta. For starters, somebody had the brilliant idea of installing a sculpture of his in Acapulco, quote unquote, for his contribution to the promotion of Acapulco in the world. And the nice people of Acapulco said, un momento, or just a minute. There are other people from the present and past that are far more worthy of such a monument. Then the nice folks of the Highway Commission in the state of Guerrero, where Acapulco is located, decided to give a roundabout his name. Well, the nice folks of Acapulco were not happy at all about that either. While the actor, filmmaker, and producer withdrew from social media, he was pummeled online. His statue was vandalized and wrapped in tape and plastic, and eventually it was removed. Some Puerto Vallarta locals are not all that happy either, whereas we know that many TV series and film productions are done or are made in places other than where they take place. It seems that locals are ruffled because the series was shot here but promotes Acapulco. And then the Acapulco locals are ruffled because the series was shot here and not there. So you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Something similar happened in Puerto Vallarta a few years ago. When out of nowhere, a sculpture of Mexican golfer Lorena Ochoa was unveiled in the Malecón. Yes, she is an international golf champion. Yes, she was born in Guadalajara. But other than visiting our city from time to time, prior to her retirement in 2010, it's not like she's done all that much to promote our city. So the sculpture lived for a short while in the Malecón, and then it was gone. Actually, her golf club went missing one day, and eventually the whole sculpture was removed. I think it was relocated to the Marina Vallarta golf course. Not entirely certain. Then what do we have? Oh, we have shamelessly selfish news, but I can't contain myself. This, my friends, is proof that there is a God and she likes opera. The Met Saturday Opera matinee broadcasts are officially back in Guadalajara, starting with Fire Shut Up in My Bones by Terence Blanchard a week from Saturday. And look at the prices. I mean, the most expensive tickets are 300 pesos. Those are prices in pesos you're looking at. 300 pesos for the most expensive prices. And then look, excuse me, I cannot even speak. Look at the space. The opera broadcasts will take place in the smaller of two brand spanking new theaters at the Conjunto Santander Cultural Center in Guadalajara. That's not too shabby a theater, if you ask me. I've seen it in person, and it is just stunningly beautiful. And to make things even more exciting, the opera that will be presented in December will be Mozart's Magic Flute. This is the very fun, very exciting production created by film and theater director Julie Taymor, and it will feature Mexican tenor Rolando Villazon in the role of Papagino. So kindly expect a few pre-recorded coffee and headlines in the future, as I hope to indulge in one of my favorite pleasures. I don't know that I'll be able to go to either one of these, but I certainly look forward to being able to get away and go to the opera in Guadalajara from time to time. The Met broadcasts are presented with Spanish subtitles, just so you know. And in case you find yourselves dashing to Guadalajara, um, or any other place in Mexico where they are screened. No English subtitles. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if our friends in Ajijic flick the subtitle switch in their city, as I do know that there are going to be screenings of the Met in Ajijic. And this, my dear friends, completes our collection of news for this morning. I told you it would be pretty uneventful compared to yesterday. Let me take a quick look at your comments and questions. Let me clear my throat. That's better than Thursday sex. Good morning from sunny Conchas, China, says Raymond. It's great to see you, my friend. Sherry is, as always, in Lake of the Ozarks. Which reminds me of that television series from Netflix, which is a lot of fun. Let's see what else we see. Thankful Thursday and Cinco de Diciembre, says Lynn. I hope you're settling in, Lynn, in your new space. Ramona is in Detroit, soon to be in paradise, which probably means here. Good for you. We got so many beautiful comments from you guys yesterday about the videos that we shared, and it was so much fun to feel the appreciation yesterday. I'm very, very grateful for that, and our friends who also were featured in the videos feel the same way. And no, Kathleen, no blisters from walking in the heels, although my little tiny fingers were so squeezed, But, there must be something about wearing heels, because after a while, you kind of like get into this, kind of thing. No, I wouldn't wear them every day, but it was fun. Let's see what else we have. It was so dang funny, says Jenny. Thank you very much, Jenny. You bring such joy into my life by simply being present, and I appreciate that very much. Raymond went shopping at Optima, my favorite t-shirt store. I'm so glad that you found some good stuff there. Every time I go to Macro Plaza, it's a required stop just to see what kind of new anything they have. My goodness, Doug is right around the corner. 3 more days. I love it. Let's see. I see flights being canceled. That is so unfortunate. Let's see what else we have. Oh, Maggie, I tell you, yeah, that table was, I don't know who put that table there yesterday, but I tripped against it. But you know what? Shit happens. Tables get in your way, and what else are you going to do? Let's see what else we have. Where is the What the Fuck Bird when you need her? Acapulco PV TV show, really? Well, Dave, it's really fascinating because the way we entitle ourselves to having opinions about these things is always fascinating. I suppose I agree with the nice people from Acapulco. I mean, of all the people they could have built a sculpture of, why put Eugenio Derbez there? Then how these things happen, that's the big mystery. How is it that the city hall, ayuntamiento, or the municipality in Acapulco authorized this? Because it's not like you can just go walking down the street and you cut a fart and all of a sudden, boop, there's a sculpture there. There has to be due process. So somebody proposed this, somebody voted on it, somebody authorized it. And that's the same thing that happened with Lorena Ochoa. That's the same thing that happened with that questionably interesting sculpture of Elizabeth Taylor, which was not too long installed near the Malecón here in Puerto Vallarta. I don't know who comes up with these decisions. And of course, now we learned that the Department of Culture is being dismantled. So where is the what the fuck bird? We will summon it, but not right now. Let's see what else we have. Question: what is the Day of the Dead like in Puerto Vallarta? Asks Shield. Well, everything seems to indicate, Shield, that the Day of the Dead in Puerto Vallarta is going to be dead this year again. The government has not authorized any type of large scale gatherings, and it's coming up in less than 2 weeks. So I seriously doubt that there will be a Day of the Dead celebration this year in Puerto Vallarta, just as it was canceled last year. In any other year, it is a beautiful, beautiful celebration, but I'd rather not get into details just because it's clearly not what we're going to have this year. If we were, they would have started installing Catrinas in the Malecon already, and this has not happened. And that brings us to the end of our comments. Let's see. If anybody else has any other additional comments, ideas, questions, thoughts, and suggestions, this is the time to bring them on. While we're taking a look at any potential new comments, I would like to remind you that tomorrow we are going to feature the Zona Hotelera. That is the neighborhood that is going to be featured tomorrow. I'm rambling. Can you hear me? I'm rambling. Tomorrow we're talking about the hotel zone, Zona Hotelera, and we'll have to see what that is about, what is available there, and so forth and so on. This brings. Oh, there's a question. Let's see. Karen asks, "Hello, Paco. Do children still get to go out for candy on the 31st?" Well, that's the thing. Would you open your door to children you don't know in this day and age of COVID? And should these children be out and about? And should they be wearing a face mask or not wearing a face mask? Again, the government does not think it's a good idea for people to be congregating outdoors in large numbers. So will there be kids in small neighborhoods doing that? Probably. But can you expect any type of big celebrations in the city? I seriously doubt it. But, I don't want to be a sourpuss. If we see some news about Day of the Dead activities, you know perfectly well that we will be advertising those or mentioning those here in the broadcast. And this, my friends, brings us to the end of this very concise coffee and headlines compared to the crazy adventures that we have yesterday. But, we have to have our ups and downs. We are going to be back tomorrow morning, as always. Again, tomorrow we will talk about Hotel Zone, and we will take a look at whatever news we have available between now and then. And, of course, between now and then, I hope you will have a wonderful day. I hope you will stay kind, stay happy, stay healthy, and take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.